Okay, welcome back to the very last Excel question. As you can see, this is part C, and this is question 1. As you can see, the instructions say here there are 2 questions in this paper, answer both. So this is the first question, which is question 1, as you can see here, which deals with Microsoft Excel. We are going to be answering this question all together, and you are required to use Microsoft Excel spreadsheet for this question. This is the program that we are going to use to attempt to answer all these questions below. And at the end of these questions, we are going to print the worksheet together. So let us first do what is needed. We have been required in question A to open a new worksheet. Before we open a new worksheet, I want to emphasize on something. If you have a laptop or a tablet or any device, a PC at home, and you want to try to answer these questions on your own, on your free time, you can download the free PDF that I've included in the video description below, and you will be able to follow along on your free time and attempt to answer this question. So the PDF is in the description below. You can feel free and check it out. It's free. You can download it and all that stuff. Having said all that, let us open the new worksheet by opening Microsoft Excel. So let us type Excel and just click it or press the enter key on your keyboard. Okay, let us just maximize that. After doing all that stuff, let us open a new workbook by left clicking, and the new workbook has been opened for us. As you can see, let us go back. What is the next question saying? B says create the worksheet below. As you can see, we need to type everything you see in this picture in the worksheet that we have opened here. So I'm going to skip to this boring stuff. I'm going to skip this boring stuff, and after me typing all this, I'm going to continue from here, which is I, and we are going to answer these questions all together. So stay tuned. Okay, I am back, and as you can see, we have managed to type the required details here. As you can see, this matches whatever has been given. The headings on top here in row 1, as you can see here, row 1 have been typed in uppercase capital letters, just as in the questions, and these have been typed, the first words have been capitalized. As you can see, everything matches what has been given. So we can now carry on with the second part of the question. Never mind the songs that or the sounds in the background. I am currently recording this video in a nearby there's a nearby church, and yeah, they are practicing and all that stuff, so yeah, don't mind the sound. Okay. I says complete the worksheet using the following data. As you can see, this is the data that we need to type. Let me just do this and do that here, so that we can do this simultaneously. As I am typing, you're able to see where the data is coming from. Let me just do like so, and we can see what is happening. So as you can see, we are required to complete the worksheet using the data below. So in cell C2, where is cell C2? C2 is where? C2 is here. We are required to type what? 20. As you can see, cell C2, 20. So let us type 20. Then in cell C3, we are required to type 15. So just hit the enter key to go below and just type 15. 15. Okay, 15. Then in cell C4, enter there. We are now in cell C4. We are required to do what? Type 29. So 29. Hit the enter key to go below. Cell C5, we are required to type 40. Hit the enter key. Cell C6, we are required to type 16. C7 we are required to type what? 32. And as you can see, we have typed the data for the column C here. As you can see, what is required to enter data in a D, in a column D. Where is column D? Column D is here. Now might be the good time to save your work in case there is power failure. All you have to do is go in the file tab, and if you are saving for the first time, go ahead, it says save as, and I'm going to save it on my desktop and just call it Excel part 3, because this is the last part in this 2018 exam, part 3, and it's save, and your work has been saved. As you can see in the title bar here, your worksheet has been, or workbook rather, your workbook has been saved. Okay, now that we have saved our work, let us go to question 2. What is question 2 saying? Question 2 is saying that type your name, examination number, and school center name in the header. So how do we enter our details in the header? All you have to do is go below here where it says page layout, and you will be able to enter the header from there. As you can see here, it says add header, so just click once and type your name. So my name is Chilufya, and so for add spaces to separate your name from examination number. So the examination number is just 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Add 2 3 4. We have added 4 spaces, and just type your school center name. But for us, we're just going to add numbers like so. So in order for us to carry on with our worksheet, just click on any cell, and as you can see, our details have been saved in the header. Go back to the normal view there and carry on with your work. So that was the first method of entering data in the header. There is also another method. You can go in the insert tab there, and let me just maximize that, and you'll be able to see at the far right corner header and footer. When you click that, you'll be able to see that the same interface you saw when I did the first method. As you can see, you have seen that method as well. So there are 2 methods. There are more than one way of doing things in Excel. Hopefully you can choose whichever method you feel like using. Let us go back to the normal view. Let us first click any cell there and go in the normal view. Okay, and let us carry on with the questions. What is the next question? The next question is saying that which is question 3, insert a row above row 1. So this is row 1. We click row 1, we click it. After clicking row 1, we right click there and go where it says insert. That way we have inserted a row above row 1. Question 4 says type the heading class registration in cell C1. So this is cell C1. We should type class registration. So double click to enable the insertion point, and click your caps lock button, and just type class registration, as that is the requirement. We type that as so, and having done that, we can now look at the next requirement. It says that change the font size to 18. Once the cell is selected, triple click it to select the entire paragraph, or just click and drag and go where it says font size and change it to 18. And as you can see, class registration has been changed to 18. Okay, what is the other requirement? The other requirement is to do what? Merge and center the cell range A1 to D1. So A1 all the way to D1. We go where it says merge under the home tab. We go where it says merge and center and click it using our left mouse button, and the cells have been merged. What is the other requirement? The other requirement, as you can see on question 6, apply gray shading to the merged cells containing the heading class registration. So in this title here, where we have merged our cells, we need to apply a gray shading. Just go here under the fonts and just change it to gray. Let us choose this light gray, and as you can see, the merged cells have been changed, as you can see, to gray. Hit Control S to save your work. Let us go back to the questions. Question 7? What does it say? Type the formula in cell B3 to calculate the total number of pupils in class. So this is B3 here. We need to type a formula to calculate the number of pupils in class. Let me just maximize like that. This is cell B3. Let us just zoom in, and we need to type a formula to show us the number of pupils in class. So as you can see, this column here is displaying the number of pupils absent, and this column here is displaying the number of pupils present. So we need to add the number of pupils present to the number of pupils absent, and that way we are going to have the total number of pupils in a classroom. So those that are present plus those that are absent will give us the number of pupils that are in that particular class. So all you have to do is double click to enable the insertion point and just hit the equal to symbol to show Excel that we want to enter a formula. All we have to do now is add the cells. So all we have to do is click this number of pupils absent, then we add a plus symbol, and we're going to add it to the number of pupils present. So as you can see, we are adding the number of pupils absent to the number of pupils present, and when we hit the enter key, it will give us the number of pupils in that class. So 20 pupils plus 35 pupils is equals to 55 pupils, and we have scored a mark for that. Hit Control S to save your work. Let us go to the next question, which is question 8. We have been told to produce the formula in cell B3 through to cell B8. So B3 through to B8. Okay, so let me just zoom out like so. So this is B3 all the way to what? B8. We need to reproduce the formula. So take your cursor there. Let me zoom in so that you can see what is going on. As you can see, when I take my cursor at the bottom right, let me first of all adjust the view. When I take my cursor here, you're able to see that it is changing into a plus icon. So when I left click and drag, all my formulas will be reproduced. As you can see, we have reproduced the formulas from B3 all the way to B8 as it has been given in the question. So we now have the number of pupils in this cell, and that cell automatically calculated for us. So let us go to the next question. What is it saying? Question 9. It says delete row 4. So where is row 4? Row 4 is here, mathematics. So we need to delete row 4. Click on row 4 using the left mouse button, then you click it using the right mouse button and go where it says delete. And that way we have deleted the row that belongs to mathematics. And we can now save our work by clicking Ctrl S to save our work. Okay, now that we have saved our work, let us carry on with the work. We are on question 10. What is question 10 saying? Question 10 is saying type the word maximum in cell C9. So where is cell C9? Let us just increase the view. Cell C9 is here. We need to type the text. Is it text? We need to type the word maximum. Okay, so let me just type in capital letters maximum. As you can see, we have typed the word. Now that we have typed our word, let us zoom out first of all. Let me just zoom out and reduce the size of this, and we can carry on with the next question. Question 11 says insert the function in cell D9, which is here. This is cell D9. To do what? To calculate the highest number, okay, of pupils present. So this was C9. So in short, this is not supposed to be typed in here. Let me just Control X to cut it, then paste it here, Control V. So that way when we type something here, it will mean that it belongs to this label. So in cell D9 we need to add a function to calculate the highest number of pupils present. So let us just double click to enable the insertion point and hit the equal to sign. So the function that we are going to use to calculate the highest number of pupils present is the max function. So let us just type max for max. Once the function has been located by Excel, double click it and just click and drag the range of numbers from which you want to find the maximum value, and add the closing bracket and hit enter. And as you can see, the highest number of pupils present was 35, and it has been displayed here as 35. Okay, what is the next question saying? The next question is saying that sort the data which is in the cell ranges A3 to A7. So let us go back here. Where is A3? A3 is here all the way to what? A7. We need to sort the data in ascending order. After doing that, we should do show formulas and print our worksheet. So let us just maximize that, and let me zoom in like so that you can clearly see. In order for us to sort our list items, we have to be in the home tab, and at your far right corner you'll see an option that says sort and filter. Click that and go where it says first of all, in the question it says what order? Ascending order, so from lowest to highest. Okay, so after clicking that, we go where it says A to Z, or lowest to highest. Left click and a warning message will be displayed. So what this suggests is that when we sort these names, these subject names, do we also want to sort these other values that are belonging to those subject names? Yes. So that is why it has been automatically clicked where it says expand the selection. That's the default selection, because when we do that, which means that when we sort these grades or these subjects here, even the values or these numbers that belong to those subjects will also be sorted. So just click on sort, and as you can see, the names of the subjects have been sorted in ascending order. As you can see, business studies starts with the letter B, and B is the first letter in the alphabet, so it's above, as you can see. Then C is followed, then E, then S, then another S, and so on and so forth. So we have sorted our subject names. Hit Control S to save your work. What is required now to do is to click where it says show formulas. So in the formulas tab here, left click and go where it says show formulas. And when you do that, all those cells that contain formulas are going to display formulas instead of actual values. All we are left to do now is just shrink our worksheet, and we can save our work from there. So let us just shrink our worksheet. As you can see, when we go where it says, let me show you something. When we go where it says page layout, it's going to display 2 pages, and we don't want to have 2 pages. Let me zoom out, and as you can see, we have 2 pages. Page 1 is here. Let me go back. I've zoomed very far. We have page 1 here and page 2 here. We need to shrink our cells, so let us just shrink them like so that we can only have 1 page when we print our work. Remember to like and subscribe. Okay, we have managed to shrink our cells. Let us go back to the normal view, and let me just zoom in. And as you can see, in this cell the text is not properly displayed. So in order for us to properly display our text, let us just click that row number and right click and go where it says where should we go? Format cells. After going where it says format cells, we should click where it says alignment and go where it says wrap text and click OK. and that way our text will be displayed properly. As you can see, when we drag it like so, let me just if I can double click it and just shrink it like so. As you can see, the text has been properly displayed. You can see total number of pupils in class, absent, number of pupils absent, and all that stuff had been displayed. All we are left to do now is print our worksheet. In order for us to print our work, we have to go in the file tab and go where it says print, and you'll be able to enter what we call the print preview. It's going to display how your worksheet will look like when we print it on a piece of paper. And as you can see, this is how our work shall be displayed. As simple as that. As you can see, this is very wonderful work, and this happens to be the last part of this series of the 2018 practical exam. Okay, this is not the last part, The last part is Microsoft Word, and that part, the next video will wrap up the entire 2018 exam. But for Microsoft Excel, this is the very last part in the 2018 exam. So once you are satisfied with everything that you have done, you have checked, and you have seen that everything has been typed accordingly, and you haven't messed up on any question, all you have to do is hit the print command here using your left mouse button, and your work shall be printed. Alright, thank you so much. This marks the end of our 2018 Excel practical exam. The next video is the last video. We're going to be dealing with Microsoft Word, and I hope that you join me in that video. It's going to be a very interesting video as always. All I can say for now is have a pleasant time, and see you very soon.